In our last panel before the final networking break, we talk about how to quantify customer data in real time, delivering personalized customer experiences. Stephen Lim from FusionQB with Leonard Tan from SkyWorld, moderated by Richard Ong from WORQ.
Hello there, my name is Richard Ong, your moderator for this discussion. How to quantify customer data in real time to deliver personalized customer experiences. Today, I'm fortunate to have Stephen Lim and Leonard Tan with me. Stephen is the co-founder and CSO of FusionQB, lending his expertise in data-driven softwares. Leonard is from SkyWorld, and he focuses on using marketing and customer data to drive change from within his organization. Welcome, Stephen. Welcome, Leonard.
Hi, everyone. This is Stephen from FusionQB. Thanks for having me today.
Hello, everyone. Honored to be here.
Okay, so let's just jump straight into the question to tackle our topic of discussion. For Stephen, what are some of the data challenges that your clients are facing today to create personalized experiences?
Awesome questions. I think pretty much we cannot run away from COVID-19 situations that we have, all the businesses that we have to deal with for the past 18 months, right? And it came to an agreement points that all businesses will have to agree the massive disruptions that caused by COVID-19, right, to all the industry has left on an indelible marks, right, especially on the customer engagement. So you no longer be able to conduct a physicals, face-to-face kind of like interaction with the customers. So the customer that you knew just a few months ago are not the same people today anymore, right? So businesses today clearly know that they need a customer engagement strategy, right? About where, what, and also how they make their purchases, and also the preferences has actually changed over time. So, but of course, a lot of businesses, they have these situations such as silo customer data that's scattered around, right? Overloaded touch point that not only you have physical all this one, but now you also need to handle digital channels as well. So all this overloaded touch point has actually give quite a headache to the businesses, right? Not to mention the disengaged customer experience between the business and also the customer. How do you continue the interaction between you and also the customer? Of course, with all this, lack of real-time data analytics is a key of the challenges that we had all this while with the conversation with some of our customer on the ground. Give you an example, right? Customer service feedback, right? You used to basically serve your customer just right in front of you, but right now today you have to serve your customer behind your digital space, right? Behind all this mobile channel or the what we call omni-channel. So for your services and also products to reach them, probably it will have to go through several points, such as delivery arm and also some others service provider that you have actually engaged. How can you make sure that your products actually reaches to your customer with satisfying kind of conditions? I think by having all this feedbacks data that's coming directly from your customer through the channel you have provided to them, I think it can greatly help you to analyze and also quantify, the services that you have provided to your customer today. So those are basically a summary of what the businesses are facing right now today.
All right. So for Leonard, how is SkyWorld using real-time data to deliver a differentiated customer experience today?
Thanks, Richard. Right. SkyWorld, being a city developers, we actually focus on building Sky Living Experience condominiums that focus in KL itself. So as you know, as you're aware that buying a property is actually a very long journey. And in order to make sure that the decision-making process are right from the first place, data collections are very important for us, because by understanding the customer and since day one itself, it will actually make us make a better products to our customer. Otherwise, it's going to be a painful process. After all, building a property products require a long journey. It requires at least 4 to 5 years time, right? So to us, property purchase is a very long journey and it requires multiple touch points. And through all these multiple touch points, SkyWorld implement a number of data tracking process in order to understand customer buying needs, customer engagement, and also the customer journeys across this, so that we can in contact right in time to serve them at a better pace. To us, our data collection split into 3 parts. pre-sales, post-sales, as well as during sales period of time. Pre-sales are referring to when you just heard about SkyWorld or properties, how do we can better engage you at the most efficient time in order to reach you at the right time of your convenience. Then you can actually better understanding our products, as well as while post-sales are actually refer back to when people moving into our condominium and how the behaviors and when people moving in, those data are important for us for improvement purpose or even for deliver a better service.
Wow, I'm hearing a personalized experience for the individual at scale here using data. So data is going to change in the very near future. So going back to Stephen, what are the upcoming kind of data analytics trends that you think will appear in the next 2 years when it comes to personalized customer experiences?
For the time being, customer data platform is the short answer to your questions, Richard. Of course, we have a lot more in the entire business journey from FusionQB. How do we start with like activating data all the way until you are preparing your data for your AI generations of it, right? So come back to the questions. I think the customer is the most important asset for all the businesses today. Why? Right? So in the most recent PwC customer experience report, they have actually surveyed 15,000 of consumers around the world, and they found out that 33%, which is 1 out of 3 customers, right, they will leave your brand after just one bad experience. So that is actually quite serious. Not to mention the cost of customer acquisitions that you have spent on, right? But up to 92% would completely abandon your brand after the second and also the third attempt of your negative interactions through the entire customer experience that they have with your brand. I think this is very serious. So to me, to us, that's also like explain that why for the past 2 years, right, we have been actively helping businesses to implement customer data platform as a solutions to this. Right, so we always go and have this conversation with the customers. There is no single brand or business that can claim a success without first having to establish a solid customer base today. Right, the use of data allowed you to quantify various customer related pattern and also trend. I think that's very important. Observing your customer behavior is the most important trigger in terms of customer loyalty and also the brand retentions. So tomorrow we actually have a masterclass for us to dive in slightly in details about how do we help your businesses like you all to pay attention on the upcoming trend and also the current trend, and also to help you monitor for more than just website traffic, but the customer interaction and also the engagement traffic that we could basically gather, and also to help you to identify where are the additional customer acquisitions that area that you can actually focus on. But of course, last but not least, and also to share with you the solutions that we have deployed in the market that's serving up to 60 different B2B customers today. So that is basically the solutions that we would like to share with you all, and that will be the solution for the upcoming trend.
Right, thanks, Stephen. So it looks like data analytics will be in every aspect of our lives. And in every department in the organization will be using data to provide better services.
Exactly.
Now over to Leonard. What about products? Well, you are using data to improve your customer experiences in your services and in the way you treat your customers after they purchase your products. But what about the development of products? How is that changing right now with data in the mix?
Okay, so at SkyWorld, we always seek to improve our product from one to another, right? So in the past 5 years, we have actually delivered 5 projects in the time span of 5 years, and these have actually given us a good learning curve to improve in our up and coming line. So what we have right now is that our data collection will come into 2 parts. One is through our past experience of projects where we have property management team that actually sit in the development for the next 2 years in order to provide a better after sales service. And the data collection point you cannot do in manual format, right? So we have a community apps called SkyWorld Connect that actually connects the residents who actually live in our condominium directly to the developers, and we can actually attend to all the inquiries from as easy as visitor management, data on facility booking, data on even if they have any defects or any complaints, they can actually through these apps to log into all their inquiries, and after that we can easily able to assess that the data that collected through the apps will help us for product improvement purpose. Give for example, if certain facility that we provided and we see the booking rates are very low, then we know that it may not be in high demand in the future trend, right? So we will not incorporate this kind of facility in the near future or in the upcoming. While on the other hand, we might see certain facility are in the peak, while people always not able to get the facility booked. Like for example, either your gym room is too small, or either the badminton courts of number of courts is too little, while the in-queue line are too high. So in future, we know that there are certain trends that projecting on customer lifestyle will help us to build a better product in the near futures.
Yeah, as one of the technology partners to SkyWorld, it's pretty much a very amazing journey with SkyWorld, the way that how they empower their employees and also the teams on the ground, that leveraging on the data power in this generation, I would say, is pretty much a very amazing. Hey, Richard, just out of curiosity, what about you, your side? So how does WORQ also empower your people on the data that you have today?
Oh, well, thanks, Stephen, for the question. Yeah, just for everyone here, I'm actually from WORQ Enterprise. We provide real estate and office solutions to our enterprise clients. So we use data a lot, not only to monitor our internal departments, we also use data to understand our customers and our prospects. So what I mean by prospects is that even before they engage our services, we would like to know how they are already coming towards us before they even decide to use us. And we are trying to use all of that information to reach out to them earlier on. That's one aspect to it. The other aspect to how we use data for customer experiences is to try and understand how they use our spaces. Or in this case, if it's an enterprise customers and we're managing their space, we are using usage and IoTs to actually understand whether the meeting rooms are heavily used or not, or whether some of the private suites or the workspaces are actually used or not. If it's not, then we can go back to our client to have a discussion with them as to how we can better optimize their space. So this happens a lot, and we are before this in the past, data wasn't used heavily, but right now, even in the real estate industry, on a day-to-day basis, we're using data to sense our spaces. Right. So we are just about, the time is just about to end. I'll just wrap up. So just thank you to Stephen and Leonard for joining us and having this wonderful discussion about customer experiences using data. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you. Thank you, Stephen, Stan, and Richard.
Yeah. And for everyone else, don't forget to attend Stephen's masterclass tomorrow. And if you want to meet me, you can also meet me at WORQ's virtual booth. I'll be there and we can just have a chat. So I wish you all an enjoyable time learning, and over and out. See you.
Okay, guys, this topic just highlights even more how customer experience and having a customer data platform like the one that's provided by FusionQB is so important to understand customer trends. And that's just one aspect of it. This service has so much more potential to grow further, and I'm really looking forward to where it can go from here. Honestly, the sky's the limit. And actually, one of the reasons why we chose AirMeet as our event platform is because of the analytics that they provide and the different ways we can then slice and dice the data. So do check out FusionQB's booth. And as we head out for the final networking break for today, Don't forget to check out our other booths as well. So many companies today have such great content, and they've demonstrated the power of their services to empower businesses. So you will definitely want to check them out, and perhaps, start a conversation on how you can collaborate to help you and your business. All right. So another important announcement, and I know that you guys may be wondering what the grand prize is, but do fill up those TurboQuest forms, because trust me, we do have awesome prizes to give away. All right, guys, happy networking, and we will see you after the break.